Okay, so today we're going to show you how to build the Bambu A1 Combo, so with the AMS unit as well, that you can see on the side. So first of all, let's open up the box, and there we go. The most important part is getting the base of this out and the metal structure. Just slide this out, and then you'll have the base of it. Set this aside for now until we get the rest of the stuff out of the box. So you'll need to grab some scissors because there's a lot of clips that you'll need to remove. Make sure you take out this. That's the purge wiper, just set this aside. And then once you've got all of that out, just double check there's nothing inside this bit of styrofoam. You chuck it aside, and then we'll grab the other bit, which has your tools. Just keep it in the pouch for now. And this bit of styrofoam has nothing else in it. Chuck it away. Now we're going to get the main base. The main frame of this, we'll set that aside as well. So right now we're just unboxing it. This is the AMS unit. And it's got some black straps on it, we'll need to cut them off later. So we'll set that aside also. This part is the base for the AMS. This part you won't need exactly because you have the AMS unit. It's only if you're using one single colour. You can also set that aside. Chuck. Now the rest should be nothing interesting yet. There's nothing inside this, so we can chuck it away. And there's nothing inside this, so we can chuck it away. But do bear in mind, at the bottom of this you'll find the bed plate. You don't want to be chucking that away. And also with that you'll find the instruction manual. But we won't be needing that because we're watching this video. Lastly, in this bit of styrofoam you have the AMS twisty things. So we'll keep that in here just now, but we're just going to set it aside. So that's everything taken out. We've got everything that we need. And we can clear out our workspace. You'll also find the plug in there, mine's a little hidden away. So first things first, to build this, let's grab the base. So first things first, we're grabbing the base and we're going to take away these two clips holding it in place. There we go. And remove these styrofoam squares. Chuck all your rubbish to one side. Deal with that mess later. And then just get rid of all this plastic. And actually got this axis free. So we'll set this just to the side a little bit. And we're going to grab the main metal frame. So we've now grabbed the main metal frame, which is the bit that has the nozzle. And we're going to cut off this, and take off this plastic. That's a whole lot easier than the last one. That frees up that axis. And we're going to lift it up and turn it around because we have these screws to get rid of. So go grab your pouch of tools and you're looking for the longest Allen key. So there's two, you need the longest one. And then you're going to remove these 4 screws. And once you've got all 4 screws out, these will simply come apart. And that frees this axis. So next up we're going to join the two together so we can manually lift the axis up. It may take a little bit of force but it won't do any damage. Manually lift it up till it reaches the top. And we're going to free this little part here that's taped on. So that can now dangle loose. It's just a bit of tape. And then we're going to put the two of these parts together. So we've now got the main base right here, and we're going to put in this part, as you can see. So what you want to do is tilt it at a slight angle so it fits inside, and then lower it in nicely. Okay, just like that. So we'll zoom in so you can see what's going on. Yeah, so it should be nice and flush, just like that. Nice and flush, nice and flat. And then we're going to move on to putting in the screws. So you're looking for the pouch that says for base housing, and that is in the big pouch. And then there's a little pouch inside it, and that's where you'll find these that says base housing. And it should have all the screws you need. I think it usually comes with one extra one, so if you lose it, you're all good. And if you end up having a spare one, it's not the end of the world. And we're going to pull this back and lift up slightly here. It should pop out, and it's just a matter of sliding it back a little, and that reveals the bottom parts. And they've made it nice and easy for us. They're all marked in green, all the screws we want to be putting in here. So we'll start off with these ones. I just screw these in. And then we're going to move on to the internal ones. So we'll start off with the back left. There's another one in this corner we're going to put in. We've got the 4 centre ones here. Got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just a matter of screwing those in until it's nice and tight. So once we've done those 2, we've got another 2 down here that might be a little bit hard to see. There it is, hidden away. Got 1 here and 1 there. Once again marked in green, nice and obvious. We're going to screw those in. Once again, you can't go wrong. It would be a lot more clearer where it was if it wasn't marked, so it is quite obvious. The ones that are marked in green is where you want to be putting the screws in. And once you've got the 8th screw in, you want to move the bed plate all the way far back as it can go, and then we're going to move on to the last 2 here. So the last 2 are here and here in green, and then that's the base plate securely housed. And lastly, this screw right here. And that's all the screws done. It's just a matter of grabbing this piece again and putting it back how we had it last time. We're going to pull this back, and we're just sliding this bit back into place. Just like so. It might take a little bit of fiddling around, but you'll get it in. And just make sure it's flush here, which it is. And that's it, good to go. We've also got this little piece right here that we're going to take off. It's just a black clip, you'll see it. You can snap it off, but it just slides off too, just like that. So it's just a little clip and a bit of paper. Then we can go grab the power cable, which is this. So we grab that out, and it's a matter of plugging it into the back. And you can just let that cable hang loose. And then we can also install this part, which is the spool holder. Clip it in like that, and secure the bottom, clips in nice and solid. And you're just going to simply place it on and make sure that it aligns with everything else. So the seam should be nice, just like that. And all you need to do now is install the purge wiper, which goes just in here with this grey bit. So all you're doing is sliding it in from the back, just like that. You'll feel it catch. You've got it screwed in. We'll grab the PFT tubes. Now we're going to grab the single one first, which should be in this bag. So to install this on, doesn't matter which side you put it on, you're simply inserting it into this black part. A little bit hard to do with one hand, but there you go, it's clipped in nicely. And then you can put it down into any one of these holes. I'm just going to go for the top left. And that's pretty much it. We're now ready to add the filament, so I'm using Sunloop PLA. And what you want is the start of the thread facing towards you, and we're going to put it onto the spool holder, just like that. And then we're going to thread the filament inside, just like this. a little bit hard to do with one hand, but just keep feeding it through and you'll eventually feel it. That's it, waiting for the filament. So keep feeding it through, and then you'll feel it grab onto it. And then come down here, it'll say please feed the filament, retry, and that will start pulling it, as you can see here. It's pulling it. If you feel it up there, you'll feel it pull in, and it should come out at a nice steady pace. So that's it now done. The filament's loaded and we're good to go. We're going to put on the safety clip, which is in this bag here. And what we're looking for is the little circular thing here, and we're going to connect that onto here. So as you can see, there's a smaller circle that goes on to the black part, which is your data cable. Just snaps on nicely, and then we want to meet it up with the PFTE tube, just like that, any one of them. Then that keeps it out of the way, keeps it from getting damaged. So you'll be here, you go to start, English or your preferred language, Europe, and then connect to Wi-Fi. You can skip this for now, accept the documents, accept that, and it's just telling you here to remove the screws. We've done this at the start, so you're safe. Click next, and then we're going to calibrate the motors. Now this takes 25 minutes, so let it start and then go for a little break, chill out, like the video, subscribe, get plenty of time, and we'll get back to the next part, building the AMS and stuff. Now I'm going to show you how to set up the AMS. I might make this a separate video, who knows. So first things first, we need to take off these two clips. So ideally use a pair of scissors, but a pair of snips works just the same. And then remove all that excess plastic. We've got another one up the top here. It's a little bit harder to do one-handed, but we're snipping it, and that's it gone. And as simple as it can be, we're grabbing these 4 tubes, take out whichever one. Now this is green, green has to go with green. Put it in and snap it into place. It shouldn't take that much force. If it is, you just need to jostle it around. Just get it in right. There we go, snapped into place. Like I said, it's a little bit harder because I'm doing this one-handed. So we're going to go pull out another one. This one's yellow. Pop it into place, snap in, flip it around, move this out of the way. So you're literally just matching colours. Grab out another one, it's yellow, and snap it into place. Another one, and it's green. Simply snap it into place. There we go. Now we're going to put the stand on. So we're going to flip it right the way up, so where all this grey part's exposed. And then we're going to bring this over to the table, bring the stand over. I've not made a great workspace for myself. So we've got the stand. All we're doing is putting this on just like so. If you jostle it in right, you'll see the screw holes will align, and it's just a matter of finding the little pouch that has the screws. For that, it'll say AMS stand, nice and simple. So you'll get 5 little screws out of that. Once again, you only need 4. I'll give you a spare one just in case you lose it. And it's just a matter of putting these screws in. So there's 2 on one side, 2 on this side, and then there's 2 on the other side. So we screw these in. The next one, which is right here, threading that screw in, and we're going to flip it around and do the exact same on the other side. And we're just adding those screws in. And that is your AMS securely fastened and ready to plug in. If you've already followed along the video, that is how you do the one colour. If you now want to do AMS, we're going to unload what we have here, and then we're going to connect the AMS system. So what we can do is untangle these wires, and then we're going to plug it into the back. Simply grab the wire. Now be careful because it's a little fragile, and then simply plug it in like that, and you're good to go. So once it's been unloaded, we can now set up the AMS. It'll tell you to pull back the filament once you've done the unloading. So to do that, you're simply just pulling it out, just like that. And then unloading it, just like that. And then we can insert it into the AMS. To do that, you simply just sit it in and you'll feel a click once you push it in. And you're good to go. So now we need to put in the PFTE tubes that connect this to the machine, which is in the bag that we used earlier. This bag here. So we'll take that out. Now this part's important. So you can see some are longer. So naturally you put the longer ones further away in the 3 and 4 section, and then the shorter ones I'll line up nicely in here. It doesn't matter which order you do, as long as the short ones are closer to the machine. And then that's all your PFT tubes connected like that. And then we're going to disconnect this one. So you simply push down on the black bit and pull up on the PFT tube. Can't do that with one hand, so I'm going to do it myself. Then that disconnects that tube. We're going to forget about this just now, because we're not going to use the one colour on its own, because we now have the AMS unit. All you're doing now is matching up all of these. Once again, it doesn't matter which order you put it in, as long as they're in, just like that, and you'll feel it clip in, nice and easy. And then once again, you want to make sure that the safety clip is on here, because if this cable's lying around, it'll just get under the machine and it'll damage it. So if you just go up here, clip it in, that's it now, safe and out of the way. And that's it, you've fully set up the machine, you've got the AMS unit running, and to load the filament, it's just the same. All you're doing is finding the endpoint. So to load it is nice and easy. You're just threading it through into the orange part, and then you need to press that yellow button to feed it through, and it will feed itself just like that. That is what it's supposed to look like. The black filament goes through there, it goes all the way through that tube, and that's you good to go. So for example, we go to here and then we try and print the scraper, because that's cheap and easy to make. Use AMS next, and we're going to use number 2, and that's it, good to go. And the same goes if you want to add any colours, you just add it on and insert it in, and you're good to go to start printing. Thanks again for watching, hope it helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.